Homemade cranberry sauce is a snap to make. You've got this, especially when you can think about the simplicity of the ingredients in relationship to each other. I'm going to start with the cranberries. I love the sound that fresh cranberries make. Woo! Now, while I have the full recipe for this amount of cranberries below, I want you to think about any volume of cranberries you may have. So for every 100 grams of fresh cranberries, you're going to want to add a quarter cup, so 60 milliliters of water, and 50 grams or a quarter cup of sugar. So in the case of this recipe, and once you've got that ratio down, well, you can do the math, batch up or batch down as you want. You also want to think about those flavors you want to include. So before I talk about those extra flavors, let's add the water measured for this amount of cranberry, sugar, and I've decided to split my sweetness between using granulated sugar and adding a little maple syrup. So I replaced 50 grams of the granulated sugar with a quarter cup of maple syrup. Now let's talk flavor. If you didn't want to use water and you wanted to add orange flavor, you could just simply replace it with orange juice. I do like the addition of orange. I have a little mandarin orange, so you know what I'm going to do? Throw the whole thing in. Let me get this going over a medium heat. So the zest will add beautiful aromatic flavor to the cranberry sauce, and then I'm giving it just a little sweet juiced flavor. And I'll make sure I pull this out before I serve the cranberry sauce. And I'm going for a little bit of cinnamon, not too much. You could throw in a cinnamon stick. I've also used whole clove or a pinch of clove. I don't want to make this taste like dessert. This is a condiment to serve next to the big turkey roast. And you just let this simmer and bubble away. It takes about 15 minutes, and the cranberries tell you when they're done because they start popping. And with that, they release the natural pectins that are contained within it. You need to add the water, otherwise you're going to end up with too thick of a cranberry sauce that is too much like the stuff that comes out of the tin can. So give this about 15 minutes over a medium heat, simmer, bubble away, and you're done. Easy as that. Something to note, if this is your first time making cranberry sauce, is that hot, you'll see it's not set. So after the 15 minutes, I've just turned off the heat, it's still very liquid. As the cranberry sauce cools, that's when it starts to set up. So I'll pull out my orange pieces now. And I made some suggestions earlier for flavoring, but you know what else would be good? A nice piece of ginger, throw that in. Or if you'd rather use lemon instead of the orange, that makes perfect sense. Sometimes, if you want to get fancy, you could even put in a splash of orange liqueur, would be delicious, or just straight brandy. Really, it's anything that goes with cranberry will work here. So even just in the minute of taking it off the heat, I can feel how it's thickening up. All right, I'm gonna let this cool down, but let me show you what it looks like once it's chilled. Here we go. You can really see how the cranberries have set up, but they hold their gloss absolutely beautifully and ready to serve. And this truly is like a preserve. So cranberry sauce will keep in the fridge for a few weeks. You've got that beautiful tartness, some sweetness, the hint of maple, the orange. And now you have an ideal condiment to serve alongside your roasted turkeys. Happy holidays!